It was late October of 2023. I'd been living alone in a quiet neighborhood on the edge of town, a small circle of old brick houses surrounded by big oak trees. I'd been there for years, long enough to watch the place change, and not for the better. Ever since 2021, Halloween had pretty much died out. No lights, no laughter, no kids running door to door. The decorations people used to hang, gone. Even the local stores barely stocked costumes anymore. It was like the whole tradition just vanished. That morning, I made a cup of coffee and stepped out onto my porch. The air was cold, and a soft fog clung to the street. As soon as I opened the door, I froze. Two figures stood near the end of my yard, right where the trees started. Both were tall, thin, and wearing black clothes with white masks. They weren't moving, just standing there, facing my house. At first, I thought maybe they were teenagers messing around early for Halloween, but something about how still they were felt off. As soon as they noticed me, both turned and walked quickly into the fog, disappearing behind the trees. It left me uneasy, but I brushed it off as some kids being weird. The day went on like any other. Around 5 p.m., I turned on some Halloween movies and sat on the couch. Even though no one had come by for candy in years, I still had a small bowl of it ready, out of habit more than anything. Outside, the street was dead quiet, not a single kid. The only sound was the occasional car driving by. By 8 that night, I'd nearly forgotten about the two masked figures, until I heard a knock at my door. I looked through the front window. No one was walking up the steps, but there they were, the same two from that morning, standing side by side at my porch. Up close, they looked much taller than I'd realized, maybe even adults, and they weren't holding candy bags. They just stared. Their masks were blank, smooth, white faces with black eye holes. I couldn't see their eyes at all. I tried to laugh it off. "Trick or treat," I said, holding out the bowl of candy. No answer, no movement. After a few seconds of silence, I shut the door. My heart was pounding. I looked out again through the window. They were gone. I told myself it was just a prank. Hours passed. I stayed up watching TV until sometime after midnight. Eventually, I turned everything off and went upstairs to bed. I was half asleep when I heard it, a single knock echoing through the house. Then another, and another. This time, it was slower, heavier. I grabbed my phone and crept down the stairs. Through the glass of the front door, I could see just one of them standing there, motionless, mask gleaming in the dark. The other was gone. My stomach twisted. Then, from behind me, a soft creak came from the hallway, the sound of a door slowly swinging open. I turned, and there he was, a shadow in the hall, mask on, holding something long and glinting in his hand. He charged. I bolted upstairs, slammed my bedroom door shut, and pushed the dresser against it. My hands shook as I called the police. I could hear their voices outside the door, low, arguing, whispering, then silence, footsteps fading down the stairs. By the time officers arrived, the house was empty. The back door had been forced open. They said one of them must have distracted me at the front while the other snuck in through the back, but they never caught them. No fingerprints, no clear footage from neighbors, nothing. To this day, I don't know who they were or why they chose my house. Sometimes, when the fog rolls in and the street goes quiet, I still imagine those masks standing out there in the dark, waiting for me to open the door again.